Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I do apologize, you guys. I was running a little bit behind, but I do appreciate you guys for coming back over to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much. I very much appreciate it. I'm getting back on track, guys. I was just having a rough time when I was doing the baby shower and the gender reveal, so I'm getting myself back on track. But how is everyone doing today? Hello, Chanel Moday, my tea drop, my mod. Hello. Hello, yes, support the channel. Rochelle74. Support the channel. Thank you, Chanel. Hello, Renee. Hello. Hello, TNT Gma. Hello. I think I see. Hello, Lady C. Hello. Hello, Linda Gamble, my mod. Hello. How is everybody doing today? All right. I hope everybody has had a great day. I know it's hot here in Wisconsin again. We had bad thunderstorms last night, and I was sleeping real good. But let's see here. But I had to get my cell phone up because my mom got the calling. Hello, Lisa Foster, my tea sipper. Hello. Yes, do not mention any content creators in the chat. You can use initials or nicknames. Okay. Hit the like button as you come in. Yes. Y'all know we got to get through the 10-minute mark. We're going to talk about a couple of things here. We're talking about everything. We're going to be talking about PORHSA. And guys, let me know if this fan, if y'all can hear it. I got to put the fan on. My menopause is acting up. I get the sweating and stuff, so I got to have my fan on. PORHSA Williams. I don't know why people is dragging her. My whole thing is this. They're talking about how much money PORHSA was making, and they don't know why she agreed to the prenup with Simon when she was only getting, I think it was $30K a month for Simon for allowance. But sometimes, even though she was getting a lot of money from working, sometimes people want to take a break, and you want to be pampered some, you want to be spoiled, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, PORHSA, let me just explain something. Sometimes people, go to college. Sometimes people go to work. Sometimes people just have book sense, and sometimes people have street sense and hustle sense. Sometimes people have all of them. And, PORHSA knows how to get it back. Even though, they said she didn't go to college or whatever, she knows how to, hustle, and she was doing pretty good for herself, which, for herself. Now, there's nothing wrong with not having to spend your money. You want to spend somebody else. There's nothing wrong with that. But you always keep your own bag too. And that's, that's a good thing. So since her and Simon, are getting a divorce, she knows how to get back out here, get these gigs and get the bag. So I'm proud of her for that. Some of the stuff she does, like, twerking and all that, I know it's all in fun, but, sleeping with people's husband or taking people's husband, I don't agree with her with that. But the other stuff she do, I like her hustle. I do. I like her hustle. So I don't have a problem with that. Now I see what everybody else is saying about Shamia. Shamia, she's to me, she's a gaslighter. My whole thing with us, if you and PORHSA are supposed to be such good friends, why are you talking to her with the other women? Whatever goes on between you and PORHSA should stay between you and PORHSA. If you feel in some type of way, you need to talk that out with PORHSA instead of talking it out with each one of the girls on the show. That's how stuff gets started. That's messy to me. Now, I don't know what it is. Shamia, you should just, I don't think you should come back next season. If you do come back, be a friend of the show. You have a sick child, and you're trying to, get your husband a son. You got other stuff going on. Just be a friend of the show. I don't think you should be on the show full time. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. Also, guys, Martell Holt has been really, really quiet. What is he up to? What is he up to? I know he has a thing going on where he's trying to build a home. I don't know if he's doing that for the show. Allegedly, a lot of people were doing things for the show. They were building fake homes and fake restaurants, all type of fake things going on, for the show. Fake houses, just for the show. Some people were renting out Airbnbs for the house. But he's been pretty quiet, Then coleslaw will pop out here and there, things like that. But I don't know if he's trying to be low key because of the court dates that are coming up for him. So, we're going to see about him. Also, Stormy Steele. Now, this is the thing. I know people can get behind in their taxes and things like that because they probably don't have the money. But for a woman who is making millions, there's no way that you should have a lien on your property, allegedly. Stormy, I don't understand this. I don't understand how you make $1 million on TikTok and you got a $3 million lien on your property. You can pay that off. You can do 3 TikToks and pay that off because you said you make $1 million every TikTok. So why wouldn't you want to pay that off? And then another thing I was wondering, guys, was curious to me about Stormy and Courtney. Why does Stormy have her name Stormy Steele and Courtney's name is Courtney Beasley? Why didn't she take his last name? Are they married? Because I thought they was married. Let me know in the chat if y'all know. Courtney Beasley and Stormy Steele. Why does she not have his last name? So somebody can let me know in the chat what's going on with that. I would really appreciate it. Okay, and moving on over here to Kelly. We have her in the thumbnail as well. Now, people are saying she broke, but I don't understand it. If her restaurant does good, people say the food is real good. Why wouldn't she have money to pay the hairstylist or the makeup artist? Why is Britt having to pay for her? Allegedly. I'm just saying allegedly. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Let me know in the chat. Now, this is what allegedly the makeup artists are coming out saying. So I don't know if this is true or false here. Now, she dresses real nice. She has a nice home. So I'm trying to figure out, makeup artists here, what is going on here? Now, I did get some information about Britt in this lawsuit with Bravo. They said it's not a $20 million lawsuit. So we're going to get into that in a moment as well. But as you guys come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. Hello, Patricia. Who else is in here? You said business purposes. Okay. Hello, Mary. Hello. So let's get the housekeeping out the way. Let's get it out the way here. All things said are alleged and in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I don't own the rights to the music or any clips that I may show. Also, Cash App is $Rochelle74 if you would like to support the channel. All things said are alleged and in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I don't own the rights to any music or any clips. All right. Also, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, there is an allowance for fair use of copyrighted material for such purposes as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, research, and learning. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, guys, so we're going to let's get into, y'all know yesterday we talked about the young lady that was on life support in Georgia because she was pregnant. And y'all know that they do not do AB in Georgia, right? So just imagine going up to the hospital every single day. The mother did. Now, they didn't say anything about the husband, but going up to the hospital every single day, seeing your mom in this state here. Okay, so we're going to take a look. Now, warning here. Warning, people. Warning. So if this is sensitive to some people, I advise you to pause and wait till we come back with another one. But I do want to show y'all this, okay? Now, this might be sensitive to some people, so trigger warning. This might be sensitive to some people. So we're going to just show here how cruel these people were to this lady. Hello, Lawrence Joe, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. So just take a look at this, guys. I would sue the hell out of this hospital. I really would. Now look at this.
Me so many times to make this video without getting emotional and crying, but I really want to convey a message in this video and say, first of all, the negligence of the hospital in this case is insane. Okay, this woman, Adriana, rest in peace, beautiful. God rest her soul. I cannot imagine the anger the family is experiencing right now. Okay, this woman went in with head pain. This woman went in saying that her head had been hurting for so long and she was pregnant. Okay, she went in 9 weeks pregnant. They didn't do anything about it. They said she was, oh, go home. So they said she was exaggerating her issue. She passes away. She's gone. She's brain dead. She's declared brain dead. Mind you, this is her son. This is her living son, right? Her other son. They forced her to keep the fetus inside of her stomach while she was brain dead. And I swear, if anybody on this video says anything involving this being justified, I will block you. I don't care who you are. I will block you. This is inhumane. This is and this is against the family's wishes, mind you. The mother has spoken. The family has spoken. This is against the wishes of the family. Her son had to watch her in this condition, bawling his eyes out. I'm talking about, this is a little boy bawling his eyes out at his mother in agony on life support because they would not, the hospital would not unplug her because she had a fetus growing inside of her dead body. When a body is no longer living, it turns gray. That's the color she begins to turn. Tell me how this is humane. When I say I hope the family is suing this hospital for every red cent that they have. I don't want to hear anybody say anything about this. Oh, I don't want to hear it. This baby is not going to have its mother. This baby is going to have lifelong neurological and physical health conditions because of the lack of oxygen that it received in utero. Do you not understand that in order for a baby, a fetus, to get anything, it comes from the source. It comes from the mother. Okay? Comes from the mother. When I say Black women are the most unappreciated and uncared for women and people in society, this is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. When you have a baby, you're risking your life as a Black woman. Think about it. Every time you have a baby, every time you get pregnant, every time you decide to keep that baby, you're risking your life. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. All I'm going to say is you're risking your life. Fetus is in the incubator right now. Barely holding on. This woman had to be put on life support for months. It was her birthday when they took her off of life support after they took the fetus out. What type of savagery are we living in? It honestly took me so many times to make this video without.
Now, guys, I know I talked about this yesterday. What type of bullshit is this? What type of fucking bullshit is this? Who? She said the woman, the young lady has started to turn gray. How could you let a mother sit there like that, knowing she's no longer here? Her son has to come there day after day after day and look at his mother like that. Did y'all see the little boy? I cannot. I would sue the fucking pants off this hospital for every fucking dime that they have. Okay, I would sue the fuck out of them. Who does this? Who right is it to tell somebody what they have to do? I don't think that it's a right for somebody to tell you you have to have a baby. That's not your business. That is for the mother and the father to choose if the woman wants to involve the man in it. This is my body. Who right is that? That's not your right. That's not your right. And if the daughter is not married, it's the mother and father's choice to make it. So what gives the hospital in the state the right to tell this woman or tell her parents that this woman has to stay on life support for 4 to 5 months when they know she's no longer there, and you have to come see her in this state of condition? Do you know as a parent how hard that would be to do that? Do you know the agony and pain that this mother is going through seeing her child like that and knowing she's already gone and you have to bring her child up there like that? And then not only that, the baby was born at 1 pound. The baby is fighting for his life. Instead of letting the baby go with his mama. I don't know what type of world we living in. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. But I know I would sue the fuck out that hospital. I know that. I would sue the hell out of the damn hospital. Did y'all see that lady? The woman had started turning gray from being on life support for 4 to 5 months. That is not nobody's right to tell somebody that they have to have a child. That is not your right. That's not your business. I don't know how these people stay in these states like this. I don't understand it. Well, thank God I can't have no more kids. Thank God. Because if I chose to do what I wanted to do, that's my own personal fucking business. This is just inhumane. I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. This is just terrible. And for a child that age, the little boy is only 4 or 5. He thinks his mother is asleep because she looks asleep. She looks asleep. Who does this? Look, this woman looks asleep, guys. This woman looks asleep. Tell me this woman does not look asleep, y'all. Tell me this woman don't look asleep. This woman looks asleep. Look, she looks asleep. Look at her son. Who does this? This little boy is going to have a lot of therapy. His mom looks asleep. Who does this? Who does this to a child? And to a mother? Do you know how bad it is for a mother to have to go up there day after day with her child, knowing that the mother's gone? Then the mother is going to have to take care of the baby. The baby is going to have health problems. The baby is only 1 pound. So she has to, with the 4-year-old she has to deal with, and then she has to deal with the newborn that's going to have medical issues for the rest of his life, possibly. Who does this? I would sue the hell out of this hospital. I could not. I could not. My nerves are bad. I've been in choke somebody. No, that's not the proper word. I've been hurt somebody. Okay, but I know that's not no good for the child. I know that's not any good. But it's just the ramifications around this here. And when we raise our kids and stuff, we didn't raise our kids. We want to, try to have a little bit of live our life, but if the circumstances come down to it, if we got to raise our grandkids, we're going to do it. A decent, respectable grandmama is going to do what they got to do. Now, I do know some grandmoms that they don't, nuh-uh. I know some people who, kids have got taken away from their daughters and they wouldn't even get the damn grandkids. They said they didn't raise their kids. It's time for them to live their life. No, no, ma'am. I would never let my grandkids get taken away. Never. And this is the stuff that some people are doing. They not saying where the father is at, Lorcy. They not saying, now we got some men, and I'm not saying all. The woman is no longer there. They going on to the next thing. They going on to the next hole. I'm not saying this man is. I'm just saying everything is left on the parents. Everything is left on the parents. Now, I don't know where this little boy mom is at. The little boy daddy is at. Hello, who said that? And again, I do apologize about that. I'm glad you're back in here. I don't know what is, she has a 4-year-old, and now she's going to have to take the newborn as well. But I think he's going to be in a hospital for a while. Then she has to, worry about then too burying her daughter. Finally, that she can rest her daughter. This is a disgrace. Just a disgrace. And I just feel bad for this. I feel bad for the mom. Of course, we as mothers, after we done raised our kids, we want to be able to travel and get on with our life. But if it comes down to it, I'm not gonna let my kids go to no foster care. I'm not gonna do that. But I have some people in my family that don't think like me, us, that do. Now, my mom has taken in, kids in our family that their grandmother would take them. My mother had took them in. We have been foster parents to maybe 2 or 3 sets of kids in our family. And they had grandmothers. They just said they're not going to do it. I'm just being honest with you. We have people like that. So it's just not, I'm not separated for anybody. I'm just like y'all. We have people in my family that's on drugs, alcohol, and everything else. I'm not separated for anybody. The same problems that, people go through in their family, I go through the same problems. So I'm not different from anybody else. I go through a lot. Y'all know I'll be with my mom. I do a lot. I have to do a lot for my mom. I have 3 brothers and a sister. But I take her to wherever she got to go, bills, whatever. Grocery store, pay her bills, whatever I got to do. If they don't do it, I don't worry about them. I do what I got to do as a daughter. That's not no secret. I tell y'all that all the time. And if I go on a trip, I make sure my mom is taken care of before I leave here. And I make sure I tell my brother and them, now, look here. I'm gone for a couple of days now and took care of mama. Now if she needs something, I'm sure I did everything, but can you please help out while I'm gone? Can you do that? I do. Yeah, it's a shame. And I told y'all with my family, then we have sponsors. And if y'all new to my channel, what I mean by sponsors, if in our family, goes for cousins, brothers, sisters. If our parents pass away, there are people in our family, and now just say out of the brothers and sisters, there are people that have to step up and look after our other brothers and sisters who might not have it all together. And I call them sponsors. That's what they are. I'm a sponsor for my family and my other brother is. But right now I am. So, he'll do what he can do, but mainly it's on me. My other family, they had 2 sisters that were the sponsors, but one of them has passed away. So everything is on her. Another one, it's the 2 sons that are the sponsors. So just say somebody, one of the brothers or sister or the niece or nephew or cousin get put out, they have to find housing for them, or they got to come live with them, or what have you. It's not something that we wanted. It's just been put on us. So we know if our parents pass away, if something goes wrong with our brothers or sisters or nieces or nephews, I have to find out what's wrong. If they get put out, either my brother or sister, they either have to come live with me, or we have to find somewhere for them to go. They can't be on the street. We already know that. We have been told that ever since forever, that neither of our brothers or sisters are supposed to be put on the streets if we have a house. So we already knew that from a young age. Just being real. We didn't have to be a sponsor. It just been put in our lap. So, so nobody in our family is homeless. It's always somewhere for them to go. They're not, that's, and especially not me, neither one of my brothers and sisters. We pretty much, they can come either in one of our houses. That's not going to happen. And sometimes, and it's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes just our brothers and sisters, some people just don't have it together, you know, and our parents know that. So the other siblings have to look out for them. And then the same thing with some of the nieces and nephews. If they get in trouble and their parents are not wrapped too tight, the sponsor needs to find out what's going on with them and do what you have to do for them. Just saying. I didn't ask for it. This is just what it is, y'all. So I do have, that's why when I go on vacation, I just relax. Hello, point 84. Hello, Sanya. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lorcy Jones. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but I just do what I have to do. You said Black people have always been used without consent for medical research. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I do. I agree with that 100%. You know, and we all need to stick together as one. And well, there ain't too many big mom left. My mom is 78 years old, and and I'm glad she's here to see her grandkids and her great grandkids. My mom is the only sister left, and she's a baby. And then my uncle is left; he's the baby. So they're the only two left. All her other sisters and brother, they going to meet glory. So they're the only two left. So and I'd be so consumed with like my mom making sure she's okay. And thank God she don't have any like medical issues really. She just has high blood pressure. That's about it. She don't have diabetes. She don't have high cholesterol. She don't have any thing like that. Nothing. She still stays in her own house. She cooks. She does everything. But she has a car. She has her little truck, and we don't let her drive it. But time to time, she will sneak off and my brother call and say, mom got in the car and left, and I have to go find her. Me and my sister will go look for her. And I know predominantly she's either at Pick and Save or Walmart, but sometimes she will sneak off and get in her truck because she'll say, well, she wanted to drive it. So she will sneak off sometime, but predominantly she lets me take her where she got to go. But she will sneak off, and I'll go look for her. But she's only at two places, Walmart and Pick and Save. They're by our house, but she will sneak off. Yeah, so we have to take care of each other. But and y'all know how I am, like my house, my three oldest sons, they still have bedrooms at my house. Their rooms are still here. They My other son that's 20, he's in college, so he's there for the summer. So he still has his room here. All his stuff is in there. My son that's 30, he still has a room here. My other son that's 29, he still has a room here. So they predominantly they can, they can come home. I don't encourage them to do that, but they know they have a room here. And like I told my son, the one that's getting ready to have the baby, I said, son, you have stuff in this room from middle school and high school and college. Don't you want to come and take some of your stuff out? He says no. I'm like, son, okay. Son, I'm going to have to start packing some of your stuff up. Some of the baby stuff will need to go in there. And he was, he just like, oh no, the room can stay like it is. You can move some around, but he predominantly doesn't want me to pack up stuff from his room. Neither one of them does. The 20-year-old, he comes here from college. When he goes back to college, he locks his door. The 30-year-old, his door was locked, and I go in there. I'm like, okay, so we need to air out the room. I need to open it up. Okay. And, we do that. But I think, I told my son, I said, son, come on now, come on and get your stuff, just back it up, put your stuff. He refuses to do that. I don't know why, but he doesn't want to. So I'm not trying to push him. So we've told them to. Hello, Sweet Tea. Hello, Misty. Yeah. So I do want to bring y'all another story. I will never put my kids out. The bedrooms are here. This is, they have a home to come back to. If something could break bad or get bad, because it's rough out here right now, guys. And a lot of kids are coming back home. I do want my kids to stand out, to be on their own and everything. But if things get too rough, I don't want my kids on the streets. This other story I wanted to bring you guys. This guy, my heart, I kind of started crying a little bit. And I was to the start looking for this boy. He's 17 years old. And I know there's a lot of scams, y'all. I do know that, but my heart was telling me this little boy is not scamming. I was trying to figure out how is this 17-year-old baby out here by himself. So, and my kids were like, Mom, you just want to help the world. I do. But I was for the tech, started, I was getting ready to posting this on his comments. Where are you at? What can I do to help you? Because I have a 20-year-old son, and I just could not imagine my baby being out there walking around like that, saying he don't have nowhere to go. I can't imagine it. But this little boy is 17 years old, guys, and I just want to share this with y'all. This is so sad. And I know a lot of parents, can't, help their kids. But this little boy right here just touched me so bad, y'all. I was for the type in his chat, where are you at? What can I do? How can I help you? But a lot of people are reaching out to him, so it'll be okay. But I want y'all to just listen. If y'all could, please listen to this little boy. He's a baby. Y'all.
Don't know. I ain't been speaking out on it or nothing like that. But right now, folks, I'm homeless at 17. And I don't know if I can tell folks, but I'm crying right now because I got mixed emotions. I don't know if I want to cry or laugh right now. Like y'all know, I'm a kid right now, and my family ain't always been in the best financial situation. So, I ain't always had everything or whatever growing up, everything I wanted. So once I got my hands on some little money, I was trying to help. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help everybody. Ain't nobody trying to help me, bro. I'm out here alone. I ain't even had no time to think about what's going on in my life. I just gotta stay on the move, bro. Every day, I gotta figure out, folks, where I'm finna lay my head at, bitch, where I'm finna eat, where I gotta do this and all that, folks. I ain't even had no time to think. I'm just not thinking about this shit. I've been homeless for about what? About damn near a week now. I'm just not crying about this shit. I ain't had no time to even develop my feelings for this shit, folks. I just gotta keep going. even family, friends, and all. Even my family, some of them know I don't got nowhere to go. For what y'all think I'm finna go? I'm 17. What the fuck y'all think I'm finna do? What I'm supposed to do out here? I gotta depend on somebody till at least next year so I could get a house in my name. I can't even do that right now. I'm fucked. I hate that I had to be put in this position. Like, why I had to be born into this shit? I ain't do shit wrong to nobody. Alone, folks. I'm alone, folks. I don't got nobody to talk to about shit. I can't go to nobody and talk to them about nothing, folks. Real life. Just gotta deal with this shit, folks. I just gotta deal with it, bro. And that motherfucker always got so much to say, bro. And they don't know my position, folks. They don't know my shit, folks. So for y'all who don't know, I ain't been speaking out on them or nothing like that. But right now, folks, I'm homeless at 17. And I don't know if I can tell, folks, but I'm crying right now because I got mixed emotions. I don't know if I want to cry or laugh right now. Like y'all know, I'm a kid right now, and my family ain't always been in the best financial situation. So, you know, I ain't always had everything or whatever growing up, everything I wanted. So once I got my hands on some little money, I was trying to help. You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to help everybody. Ain't nobody trying to help me, bro.
People are telling him
I'm out here alone. I ain't even had no time to think about what's going on in my life.
So somebody is saying, I hope you see my comment. Come get your hair done and some food, and we'll work it out from there. I have a son your age. This one lady said, this breaks my heart. This is a baby. I asked Jesus to bring this young man to safety. Please inbox me. I was homeless at 17 too, and I still managed to graduate high school. I'm a social worker, and I would love to help you. The social worker in my school changed my life. I'm praying for you. She said, I found him and found his Cash App. Also looked at the description on the video. There's all the info there too, whomever wants to help him. This lady here says, I'm a retired educator who opened my own school. Where is this young man? Somebody connect me with him. So people are trying to help him. Somebody is saying drop his info so he can get the help that he deserves. People are saying, where are you, young man? You have a community who wants to hear you and try, well, I think help you and try to hear you and try to help you as well. What are they saying here? So he's in Michigan. So people are trying to find him. People are, this lady said, if you can get to Cooper Cove, Texas, you can stay with, she said he can stay with her. People are looking for him. They're trying. So I really love this thread here. People are looking for him. They're trying to help him. I don't know what his situation is with his mom or his family them, but our family would not allow this. No, there's no way. So let me know what y'all think about this, you guys. This is just heartbreaking. This is so heartbreaking to me. You know, this is a 17-year-old baby, y'all. A 17-year-old baby out here on the streets. Do you know there's traffickers out here that will try to sell this baby? Do y'all know that? They would try to sell him. It don't have, people think it's just girls. They don't give a damn if it's a girl or boy. They will try to traffic this young man. But people are trying to find him. They trying to get to him. The Black community is trying to find him. They're off, you know, so they're trying to get to him, you know. So hopefully these people are able to get to him. But that just touched me so bad, you know. That just really touched me. That somebody will let their 17-year-old child out here living on the streets. And he said his family them know he homeless. Nobody reached out to try to help this young man and offer him to stay with them or nothing. Nothing. You said in Houston, there's a place called Boys Home to help them go to school and give him a place to stay with clothes, etc. Oh, okay. We never stop being parents. Right. People think, but see, a lot of people think when they kids get 18, that's it. They throw them out or wherever you got to go. They say that's it. I know some people when they kids get 18, they downsize their house. They get a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom so their kids cannot come back there. And it's true. I don't know where his parents are at, Patricia T. He said he had got hold to some money. He said he was trying to help everybody. So I guess when his money ran out, you know, I guess they didn't want him there no more or whatever. And I don't think this young man is scamming nobody. He, you know, this young man looks like he's crying out for help. So I hope that the right people get to him and can help him. That's all I hope. But it seems like they're trying to get to him to help him. So I hope so. I really do. And remember, guys, if you're new to my channel, think about becoming a subscriber so you can become one of my tea drops. All right. And also think about becoming a member of the channel for $2.99, or you can also give membership to people as well. Also, you can do super chat or super stickers as well, or you can do Cash App to support the channel as well. Well, let's see here. I don't know why my laptop is doing this, but you guys, it's a lot of stuff going on out here in the world. You know, we need to support one another, and it's a lot of stuff going on, guys. If y'all have been watching the news, y'all know that there is a war going on right now, Iran and Israel, and United States are poking their nose in the business again. In the business again, ain't got nothing to do with us. But the orange man, now they're saying that Iran is planning to allegedly assassinate the orange man. I don't know where that came from, but that's what the word is on the curve. So I guess they're going to allegedly plan on doing something to Iran. Now, they say they don't want no wars. That's what the Republicans have said, but that's not what it looks like to me. We are putting our nose in business that don't got no business being in. So y'all be, you know, if you don't watch the news, you need to be watching the news. There's a lot going on. The food stamps are being cut. I have a lady that said her food stamps got cut, and she said that that's not enough to feed her kids. She said, well, she's gonna go to the store and start stealing stuff. That's what she said. So it's a lot going on, y'all. We have to be aware. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot. So we have to be aware of what's going on in our surroundings, of what's going on. I tell my kids this all the time. Be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. Because people, mind ain't wrapped too tight right now. You know, like I told y'all before, y'all need to get something to protect your household. You know, and I'm just telling you, you know what I mean. Because these people ain't wrapped too tight, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. A lot of stuff that's going on that's out of our control. But if somebody come to your house, on your property, you have a right to defend yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. Also, moving on, guys. But I did wanted y'all just to see these stories about the things that are going on out here. You know, people are homeless. You know, there's a study being shown that 20% of kids that have been out on their own for a while, they are moving back home. And they said that a lot of parents are not too happy about the kids moving back home. There are a lot of girls that, you know, they were out here on their own. They were paying $1,000 to $1,500 for rent. Oh, they didn't went back home. They said they don't want them grown up no more. They said they don't want to. They, it's a girl on here saying that she went back home, and she said and went back to her room. She said the only rules her mama got for her is to come in her house at a decent time, and she said she can do that. She said she got tired of not being able to, just working just to be able to pay her rent. She couldn't have no fun, couldn't get her hair done, her nails done. She couldn't do anything. So she went back home. And the only rules her mom had for her, don't come in her house all times of the night. She said, I got free cable. She said, my mom makes breakfast in the morning. She makes dinner. She said, and my clothes get washed. She said, so I don't want to grow up no more. I'm going to stay here and go to college. And then when I get a husband, then I might move out. She said, I don't want to be out there. She said, I don't want to pay that high rent. She said, so I'm going to abide by the rules and come in at a decent time. She said, I don't have to worry about nothing. She said, I don't have to worry about paying no bills or doing nothing. So I'm going to abide by the rules. Now, when we get 18, we girls want to get out here and get our own place until we realize, to the realization of these bills. Then you think about it. Okay, it wasn't so bad after all at home. It wasn't that. Well, I guess it wasn't so bad. You want to bring your ass back now. Because you out there in the real world, you got to pay bills. Now you want to bring your ass back. Oh, that's what I thought. You don't want to be out there no more. Okay. Now you go, oh yeah, I'm gonna abide by the rules. Don't come in my house all times of the night. Okay. Oh, now they want to abide by the rules, but when you was trying to tell them that before, oh, I'm not a baby. I don't want to have no curfew. Okay, well, get your own place. Then you go out there and get your own place, and them bills start tearing your ass up. Now you want to come back home and abide by the rules. Oh, okay. You didn't like it out there, did you? You didn't want to pay them bills? Oh, okay. You want to abide by the rules now? You want to pick up after yourself and all that? Okay. As long as we got to understand. Okay. But you got, let them get out there. And then when they see that it ain't all what it's cracked up to be, they bring their ass on back home. Because it ain't what you think it is. I have never seen rent so high. Now, my rent is not high because I own my house, but my niece, they out there, they rent is $15, $16. Some of them is $2,000. And they got decent jobs and stuff like that. But sometimes they do be complaining about, hey, now my 20-year-old, he ain't said one time. He's in college though, but he ain't talked one time about he want to get no damn apartment. He content with his room. He ain't got to worry about no bills. He work when they're in the summer and put his money in his pocket. The only thing he pays a damn cell phone bill. So he ain't said that time that he want to get no damn apartment. Nothing. He ain't talking about that. Nothing. Now, and my 30-year-old and 29-year-old, they wouldn't be gone either until, they got girlfriends that wanted to be gone. They wanted to move out. But if it was up to them, they wouldn't be gone either. Just saying. It's not them that wants to move. It be their girlfriends and stuff that wants to move out. The boys stay at home and be the girls. But then a lot of times too, the girls get out there now and they don't have any kids or anything. They come back home. They don't want to be out here with the rent. They don't want to be out here. And then, you set rules and boundaries for your kids. If you gonna stay out and stay over, just call and let me know. So I don't be expecting you to be, coming in the house, whatever. That's all. And that's not too much to ask for. You don't pay no rent. You're not paying no bills or nothing. Now, if you're going to stay out, just call and let me know. And come in and if you're going to be gone out, come in at a decent time. Don't be coming in my house all times of the damn night. Doors are swinging back and forth all night. I'm trying to sleep. No. You going to stay here. You come in at a decent time. If you're going to stay out, you call and let me know. So then I know what's going on. That's all I ask. That's it. That's it. That's the house rules. That's all you got to do. All right, guys, moving on. So, as soon as my laptop get done spinning here, we're going to be talking about Angela Simmons and young Yo Gotti. Now, if y'all know who Angela Simmons is, she's the daughter of Russell Simmons. She is the youngest daughter, Angela Simmons. And Young Gotti, he's a rapper. Now, y'all remember when Young Gotti, if y'all don't, he made a song about Angela Simpson, Angela Simmons. He said he wanted Angela Simmons, right? And she wouldn't give him the time of day. She would not give Young Gotti the time of day because he was a rapper. Allegedly he did some things, If y'all know who Young Dolph is, he's a rapper. He's no longer with us. But, some things happened. So finally, she gave him a shot. He was buying her gifts, flying her out, doing everything for her. But Angela Simmons, y'all know her daddy is Reverend Ron from Run DMC. So she was raised up in a household with a pastor, which is her dad, Reverend Ron. So Young Gotti had other women. He's dating a nurse, and he quit her to go with Angela Simmons. But once he got Angela Simmons, I don't know what he thought was, what it was going to be. I don't know if he thought he was going to have all this, spectacular sex with her. And, I'm not saying she wasn't doing stuff, but, I guess this kind of stuff he wanted done, I think she didn't want to do that. I think she wanted to, be married and stuff like that. So I guess she wasn't willing to do certain stuff. Now, allegedly, he started cheating back with the nurse, allegedly. Somebody said they saw him and the nurse in Vegas together while him and Angela was still together. Then they broke up. Then, because of what was going on in Vegas, then they got back together. Now, they are officially broke up. Angela has came out and said they're no longer together. They asked her, did he break up with you? She said no. She, I guess it was kind of mutual where, they broke up with each other. That, wasn't going to work out. And they asked her, how do you feel about that? And she said, she's a little sad about it. She said she did not want it. So I got confused. Y'all broke up. You said you didn't want it. And she said it was on her. It was her decision. It was on her terms. But then you said you sad. You said you did not want to break up. So I'm confused. You didn't. You said because you're a relationship girl. But you already knew what type of guy Young Gotti was before you got with him. You knew what type of man he was. There was also rumors that he was messing with his artist, which is Glorilla. So, and it's just like any other like rapper, R&B singer, football player, basketball player. They have groupies that's after them all the time. Not to say that people fall into the temptation, but some people have a reputation. And Young Gotti is a ladies' man. Angela Simmons and her sister, they just not that. They not that type of woman. They're not that type of woman. They just, they need not to date these type of men. Now, football players, something like that, basketball players, that's low key, maybe something like that. But these rappers and stuff, that's not for them. And that's why her sister doesn't really be seen with her boyfriend or anything like that. She's low key with him. She, that's her daughter's father. And you hardly ever see her sister, with her man. They got a low key relationship and it's been going well because they've been together for 10 or 12 years. So her sister has a man, but we hardly ever see him. Vanessa, man. And Vanessa's doing her thing. She's in a lot of different movies and things like that. So she does, do what she has to do too. But she doesn't, she's not out here like that. So she keeps her life pretty private. You might see her boyfriend here and there, but no. Mm-mm. But I think with Angela and Young Gotti, I could see that was not going to work out because he was like a fan of Angela and he was very infatuated with her. And she was not that type of woman that he was used to dating. Now, opposites can attract, but Angela just wasn't for him. To me, Angela just wasn't for him. Let me know what y'all think about Angela and Young Gotti breaking up. Yeah, this world is in a bad shape, Patricia. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello, hello. This world is in a bad shape, guys. It's in a very, very bad shape. Very bad shape, as we know it. It's in a bad shape. It is. And moving on over here, guys. Now, um, we are getting a lot of slack from Latinos. We are getting a lot of slack where they're saying that we're wrong for not coming out here marching. Every single day on YouTube, on TikTok, Facebook, it's a story that I'm seeing every day pop up. Not just one, not two, not three, a lot of them. They're saying why we won't stand with them. Why? We did stand with y'all. I stood with y'all when I went in that voting booth. Y'all just didn't stand with us. We tired. But guys, if y'all notice this, there is some type of shift going on with us, guys. I don't know if it's spiritual or I don't know if it's an awakening. Y'all know we used to get out here and march and do everything. Have y'all noticed that we are still? I don't know what have came over us, but we just ignoring everything. We don't care. Then they're saying, oh, they're going to come after y'all next. Sir, they have been coming after us all the time. So what's this? We have, my grandmother and them have got water holes. They have got German shepherds sick on them. They have had people hung from trees. They have gotten beaten and whipped. They have got racially profiled. What's new? So if they come for us next, we just going to be ready. But again, sir, we're not getting out here. This is not our fight. So they're saying, well, they're going to come for y'all next. Okay. Come on. It ain't like they never came for us before. They've been coming for us all the time. And where was y'all at? Where was y'all at? When we was out here getting water hose put on us. Now, I'm not going to say did any clear people stand with us, because they have. I'm not going to say that. But I have not seen other races stand with us. And I don't want to make this about that. But I get so tired of seeing these videos of these people saying this. Why won't we stand? Again, we did stand with y'all in that voting booth. Y'all just didn't stand with us. So we tired now. But we getting called names now, you guys. We're getting called the N-word now. So, Target is also mad at us. They said that we are making them lose billions of dollars. Sir, again, we have the right to shop at any store we want to. We don't want to shop at Target. We're not going to. We're not going to do that. They had some beautiful stuff that I could have got from my grandson for the baby shower. I just didn't go in there. No, ma'am. Didn't go in there. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I don't have to. When they said they bring it back segregation. We didn't get mad. We said okay. We said okay. They were all over TikTok and Facebook, saying that they were segregating the restaurants and stores. We said, oh, well, that's great. Y'all gonna segregate it, because I want to know where my money is not going. I just going down the street where somebody wants the money at. So it's not a big deal to us anymore, guys. It's not a big deal to me. I'm gonna speak for myself. If they got a sign out there on the bathroom door saying clear only or black only, I'm gonna go to the black. It's gonna be cleaner in there anyway. So I don't care. It don't bother me. I don't care if they do schools like that. I really don't care. What y'all want us to do? No. I have no problem with it. I don't. I'm no ways tired. No ways tired. I want to know where I'm not wanted at. Now, I know they, had a problem with it back, in the, what, 50, whatever it was. I can't remember. I know they did. They They had a problem with the schools being segregated. And I think the only reason they did that because we wasn't getting a lot of the proper education. So I understand that. But now, baby, we got some bosses. We got some educated Black women. So if y'all want to segregate the schools, go right ahead. Because, baby, we got educated Black women and Black men. So that's fine with us. We got some Black, educated, smart women and men. So go ahead and do it. That's fine. Segregate the jobs. That's fine. Yeah, whatever. We don't give a shit. It's not hurting us. Just to be honest, it ain't hurt me. If they want to segregate the stuff again, like they said they doing, okay, just put the signs on out there. I don't understand, why do they think that's going to hurt us and hurt our feelings? That's not going to hurt my feelings. That's fine. Because we are the creators of everything anyway. Y'all steal all of our designs, all of our ideas, our inventions, any damn way. So if y'all want us to be by ourselves, don't take none of our stuff. Give our stuff back. Give us all our inventions and shit back. You know, a Black person made the GPS, so let us have all that shit back. Y'all come up with your own shit. So I'm just saying, everything has been always stolen, taken from us. But God has made us be still for a reason. Because I have never seen in my 51 years of living the movement that the Black people have made, where we said, we're going to set this out. Now, I don't know. I don't know. Just look at it. All over the states, Black people are listening. They are sitting down. So I don't know if it's a spiritual awakening in us. I don't know if it's God talking to us, but I've never seen nothing like it. It's not just one state. It's all of them. We have sat down. Now think about that. There's never been a movement like that. Now the civil rights movement, yeah, but this right here, what we're doing now, you know, I wasn't born back then, but this right here, what we said, we're not doing nothing. We learning line dances, doing spring cleaning. We're not doing shit. And we meant that. And that's what we're doing. We standing on business. And what another thing that's going on, they said that we scare them when we be in silence like this. Now they bold, y'all. They coming on out with this shit. They said that we scaring them by staying silent, that we won't say nothing, we won't get up and march. How are we scaring y'all? So they saying they're being scared by us, y'all. That's what they saying. They scared. That's all I'm saying. They saying they scared y'all by us doing this, not moving. We won't say nothing. We won't do nothing. They said they are scared. They don't like us with this silence. They don't like it. That's what they're saying. They're scared. I don't know what y'all scared of. I don't know. But this is what they're saying, guys. They're scared. But, you know, we just gonna stay out of everybody's business, because when it's time for y'all to help us, nobody helps. So we just go mind our business. Just saying. We just go mind the business. That's all. Oh, wait a minute.